Everybody yell, go Kennewa! Go Kennewa! Y-E-L-L-Y.
The 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week is sponsored by Lasco Services.
It really is hard to make it to the postseason if you don't have a good offensive line. Luckily, our 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week does the job for Central Montcalm. The Hornets' offensive line played a pivotal role in Central Montcalm, putting 60 points on Hart last week. The Hornets threw for 397 yards, rushed for 190 more. They also had 8 total touchdowns on the night. The starters on the offensive line are Chase Harmon, Cade Kobe, Colton Kaler, Cameron Brandis, and Reed Deltamater. And tonight, Central Montcalm opened the postseason at home against Montague. The Wildcats, though, came out on top in this one by a final score of 40-20. The last time South Christian faced off against Portland, the Sailors beat the Raiders on their way to the state final. South was the only team to beat Portland that year. Well, here we go again. The Sailors facing off against the undefeated Raiders. Early in the third, South Christian leads 21-14 when Austin Burgess finds Brody Schiltz in the flat. He would get by a defender, race down the sideline for the big gain. Burgess would finish the drive with a short touchdown here and a 28-14 lead. South Christian looking good on the road, but Portland would go deep into the playbook on its next possession. Caden Dickerson launches the halfback pass to Brady Rowe deep into Sailor territory. Nolan Zivotowski finishes the drive in the blink of an eye. We had an 8-point game. South Christian would go up top. Burgess goes deep. That's a wide open Easton Rock. That's a football name, 35-20. The Raiders would fight back in the fourth. Brad Myers goes around the end to the end zone, 35-27. Portland not dead yet. Then with 15 seconds left, Zivotowski would punch it in from a yard out to make this a 2-point game. He would also haul in the conversion pass. Folks, we're going to overtime. The Sailors start with the ball. Burgess punches it in from 6 yards out to take the lead. But on the extra point, Myers would jump it and block the PAT. Portland would take advantage of that. Dickerson powers into the end zone. Well, there's the block for you. Dickerson powers into the end zone to tie the game. And then just moments later, Leo Wagner boots the extra point that would send Portland to the next round. An overtime thriller. The Raiders take it 42-21. Staying in Division 4, Godwin Heights is making up for lost time. The Wolverines qualified for the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Their opponent tonight was a Spring Lake team the Wolverines haven't played since '99. We picked this one up late in the third. Spring Lake leads 28-21. Godwin going for it on 4th and 5 in the red zone. Martellus Forrest off the back foot to Martise Raphael for the score. PAT blocked 28-27. But Spring Lake's rushing attack punches right back. 3rd and goal, that's Tyler Bolthus on the pitch. He's in for the touchdown. We had an 8-point game with under 8 minutes to play, but back and forth we go. It takes the Wolverines 40 seconds to score. Julius Hoskins with the rushing tally. They would get the conversion. We were all tied up at 35. Ensuing drive, Lakers in plus territory, but bad snap, ball on the ground recovered by Godwin. What a turn of events. Wolverines driving now to take the lead, but the pass here is going to be blocked. Owen Smy's right place, right time, comes away with the interception. The Spring Lake defense shows up when they needed it most. Then with 1 minute on the clock, Landon O'Donnell plunges into the end zone on the QB sneak. Unbelievable ball game tonight in Wyoming. And Spring Lake moving on with a 42-35 victory. Tri-County and Whitehall, they both made the playoffs with 5-4 records. Tonight they squared off in the district semifinals. 13 on your sides. Peter Elliott joins us now with more.
Hey Jacob, a Tiger was there for a battle of Vikings tonight. Get the Skol chants going at home. The first time Whitehall and Tri-County have squared off since 1996. That was just 2 years after the release of Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance. All kinds of costumes on display at Whitehall. First quarter, Cole Essabaggers calling his own number. He's got Jason Voorhees' speed, plenty of room to run until he's tracked down inside the 10. Home team knocking on the door. The give to Liam Leake, who puts a defender through the spin cycle. sound the horn. Whitehall leads 7-0. Tri-County's turn now. Watch the toss here to Chase Keller. He's in the not-so-haunted house. 8-7 there. Late in the first, Essa Baggers back to throw. Psych, he's using his legs. Long, loping strides. The senior is scampering for 6. Whitehall leads 14-8. Essa Baggers has an arm too, don't forget that. Going for it all, a king-sized connection with Aiden Mendoza, who reels it in. He is the kicker too, so responsible for all 7 points here as the Vikings logo looks on. Final seconds of the half, Whitehall has a scoring sweet tooth. No almond joys tonight for Essa Baggers. Whitehall has its Milky Way with Tri-County, 38-22, the final.
All right, let's keep this thing going. Lowell makes the playoffs just about every year, but the Red Arrows, they haven't made it out of districts since the 2016 season. They have a great chance to change that as they came into the playoffs as the highest seed in their district. They opened up postseason play with their first ever matchup against Coldwater, and the Cardinals would get off to a fast start as Royal Fleming lofts a pass for Evan Lewis, who brings it down. That's a 29-yard score and a 7-0 lead. Coldwater would extend the lead on their next drive. Fleming finds Dayton Ennis on a crossing pattern and a 14-0 Lowell lead after 1. But it was all Lowell after that. Logan Dawson would get the offense going on the quarterback keeper, spins away from a defender, breaks it in 40 yards down to the 5. A few plays later, he finds Colton Barney in the end zone to cut the lead to 7. Don't look now, but here come those Red Arrows. And on the next Lowell possession, Dawson finds Brady Smith over the middle. Smith does the rest, running out the defense. Lowell scores the last 49 points to run away with this one. Big win for the Red Arrows. They'll go on to face the winner of a Barry County rivalry game between Hastings and Thornapple Kellogg. The Trojans come out on top in this one, 28-20. We have more playoff highlights still to come here on 13 on Your Sidelines, so don't go into that candy coma quite yet. As we head to break, we'd like to give another shout out to our food sponsor, Robinson Dental, for buying pizza for all of our in-studio guests.